It's good to be back. Hello, I'm the Jim Stanham, and today we are going back to the hit Hearts of Iron 4 mod Kaiserreich, which just released its first full release. So congrats guys, I'm proud of you. And so accompanying this first full release is a completely revamped German Empire, and I think that's what we're gonna play today. But first, Jingle Jam. That's right, I know I'm not a huge YouTuber or anything like that, but I'm still participating in this year's Jingle Jam. Donate to charities like Autistica, Campaign Against Living Miserably, and Movember. And if you donate £35, I know, British, ew, you will receive Jingle Jam's games collection. 80 games, including one of my favorite games of all time, Xenonauts. So please, if you do have the means, consider donating. It can mean so much to those in need. Second, sub goals. The people want it, and so the people shall have it. 500 subs and I will play Red World Yemen. So be sure to hit that sub button to see me suffer for your entertainment. Okay, with all that out of the way, let's get to playing the game. Alright, so I'm going into this completely blind, by the way. I have not played this new thing yet. It literally just came out today as I record this on Friday. So I'm going to pretend that I know what I'm doing. Alright, so take a look at this focus tree. This looks absolutely massive. This looks like a lot of work went into this. But at the start, the only focus we can take is Master of the World. Because we are on top of the world and nothing could ever go wrong. What is this template? We got medium tanks and then also light tanks. You know what? Sure. Let's do it. Oh, Alexander Kerensky. Even in reworked Russia, where you don't even start as the president of Russia, you still get shot a week into the game. Rotten luck. And the instability in Russia is causing concerns in the German stock market. That's probably nothing. Okay, and so the next election is coming up. And we can choose to play from the perspective of the SPD or the DVLP, who are, well, the SPD, the socialists, or the basically Nazis, I presume. And you know what? I want to be nice, wholesome Germany, so let's go with the SPD. Okay, so now we've got this TNO-esque little mini game here in the decisions bar with the projected results for the next election. And as we can see, we're doing pretty good with 125 seats. But we're far shy of the seats needed for a majority, so we gotta get those numbers up. Yeah, we should probably focus on building that Ostwall, I'm gonna be honest with you. I am terrified of Russia. See that man? He is not a happy man. Yep, and he's establishing himself as the dictator of Russia. Meanwhile, instability in China is also causing issues for the Berlin Stock Exchange. Nothing to worry about. Okay, and now, on the brink of a financial crisis, politics is getting in the way. The SPD and the DVLP have decided we're not going to help you. This is your own problem. You fix it. Let's just hope Monday brings good news. Monday did not bring good news. As much as I don't have much sympathy for bankers, this is probably a bad thing for the economy. So there's no focus I can take to fix all this yet, can I? No. Well, time to just pretend nothing bad's happening then. Yeah, my buddy Austria's not doing too hot either. What on earth is this economic program? Menial and mental workers would switch offices for factories and factories for offices a few hours every day and would be able to find their calling somewhere in a vast society of choice. Classes would dissolve, all work would be open according to talent, and mundanity of work would cease. What? Alright, so the Chancellor has peaced out, and the Kaiser has appointed this guy as the new Chancellor. And we can either decide to just have a responsible cabinet above party politics, or we could restore the Grand Coalition. And I like not losing the weekly stability, so I'll take that. And hopefully that won't result in me losing this election, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, I know, the economy's bad, we're working on it, I think. The state police forces have been forced to patrol bridges more and more often to keep people from killing themselves. I know that's tragic, but that's also kind of funny. Well, at least China's suffering too. Anti-Semitic violence in 1930s Germany, huh? I would say topical, but this is the 1930s. Oh, sweet. The decision to form a nonpartisan government backfired exactly the way I hoped it would. That's awesome. Oh. Belarus is going a little wacky. Well, as long as they hate Russia, I guess I shouldn't complain. And the farms are collapsing too. Without any response from Berlin, the economic crisis is getting worse. Is there a thing I can do about this? I don't think there is. I think you're just gonna have to suffer, friends. Good luck. That's not news that I want to hear. Thank you very much. I do not want to hear about the rise of syndicalism across the world. Otto Ostrowski? Ain't that the guy who fought Spider-Man? Huh. Socialists and liberals working together. That's not topical at all. Yes, I will strengthen the left wing of the Conservative Party. I'm sure that makes sense. I'm sure I'm just dumb and don't understand German politics. Okay. The economy has stopped dying because it is dead. But on the bright side, we get to play a freaking card game. You know, Kaiserreich, I think I hate you. Well, the SPD didn't win a majority, but at the same time, we've got a pretty good lead. So the Kaisers decided to appoint Kurt von Schleicher, which is a name that I definitely recognize. This man's probably partially responsible for Hitler. Right, von Schleicher has taken office, and he has immediately changed the motion of no confidence rules to make it just a little bit harder to vote him out of office. But I'm still gonna do it anyway. Okay, that's one turn of Black Monday completed. We have succeeded for the moment. Christ, this game is nerve-wracking. Wouldn't you want to play a hand of Caravan instead? I feel so overwhelmed right now. Okay, so in addition to the card game, the cabinet's having its own issues. And both the Democratic Union and the coalition that are trying to overthrow me. And I want the Democratic Union to overthrow me, so I'm gonna let them do that. Yeah, okay, the socialists are cool, but that might be a little too socialist for me. Sorry. Okay. I don't need you to make the card game harder, please. You know what, Legation Cities? I will bail you out. Maybe one day you can bail me out of having to deal with a card game. Oh, and there goes the Qing, I suppose. China will be a republic once more, free from foreign domination. Yeah, for now, I'll be back. You know, I don't think mothers need a day. Apparently these are the kind of debates that we're having in the middle of an economic collapse. Oh cool, the Zentrum Party is collapsing. That's honestly probably good. Oh hey, San Fran's is trying democracy too. Best of luck, guys. Looks like the Democratic Union's gonna win. 249 out of 223 seats. Perfect. Oh, well. Middle Europa is starting to fall apart now. Cool. Sweet. I had a whole event chain about this and I had no idea what I was doing, but now Zentrum is aligned with the Democratic Union. Success! And there's a strike in the roar. We have enough issues right now, thank you very much. Alright, well, something has gone my way. Schleicher has been removed, and Hermann Mueller has been appointed as the Reichskanzler. Okay, democracy is victorious. For now, while the country's still on fire. Oh, thank God. And because we've elected a social democratic government, the strikes are easing up a little bit. Finally, some good news. For real. Russia, can you be normal for like 5 seconds, please? I'm currently in the middle of a crisis. Several crises, as a matter of fact. You know what, German East Asia? You have fun with that. Oh, there is peace in the roar. Ukraine, I'm a little busy right now. Can you just not? Oh, Belgium, you've made a questionable decision. Belgium, I don't think you understand the consequences of what you've done. In this entire war so far, we've only lost 38 people. There we go, Belgium. You never stood a chance. Now then, let's try this again, shall we? Ooh, welcome, Sweden. And Spain's aflame, so that means it's time to send over some volunteers. You know, unless the Kingdom of Spain screws me again by going isolationist, but hopefully they won't do that this time. Please. And Mr. Quisling has decided to take over Norway. What a nice guy. Alright, now to completely overwhelm myself by focusing on the Spanish Civil War, too. Oh, and there goes Madrid. This war might not last very long. Christ, we're not even a year. We're only a year into the game. I feel like I've been playing this forever. I'm so overwhelmed. What is this? Oh, I was so busy. I didn't even realize Jack Reed got elected as president of the United States. I'm sure he's going to be president there for a very long time. I shouldn't say things. I need to stop speaking. There we go. I think I'm getting the hang of this stupid card game. Yep, and there goes America. And Long is a bit more angry than the last time we saw him. He has gone from authoritarian Democrat to national populist. Terrifying. Okay, so now we have to initiate civil service reform because the party is unhappy. And we have to make the party happy. Oh, thank God. Our interest in Asia is secure. For now. Definitely not for long. Yes! I've won! Long live the unsurpassed empire. I never want to do that again. Oh. The Prussian House of Lords has decided to not vote on this year's budget. That's a bit rude. And Middle Africa is at war with Portugal. You know what? I don't even know what to say. Have fun, man. I don't care. I'm too busy watching this losing war in Spain and losing war in American Union State. Really just bad times all around, I think. Oh, and Prussia has caved to the conservatives. Now there is much more tension. Oh, Albert von Einstein. And he supports the creation of a Jewish national homeland in Palestine. Topical. Join our government. Oh, that's not good. The legation cities have collapsed. Well, so much for that. Our influence in China is just about gone at this point. We've still got Qingdao though, which is nice. Well, at least we've got Haiti on our side. And the opposition has coalesced. They have vowed to see the downfall of the cabinet of Mueller and the ascension of a responsible government from the national opposition by all means necessary. That's not good. All right, adding in another mini game. We need to negotiate with the opposition to try and pass the budget. Fun. Don't know when that happened. Let me go deal with that. Totally wasn't paying attention, I guess. Okay, budget crisis diffused. That actually wasn't hard. Thank God. Oh, right. When I joined that war, I lost my volunteers in Spain. Honestly, I think it's a lost cause at this point. I'm sorry, guys. Well, better the Carlists than the Syndicalists, I guess. Okay, time for the next minigame. Another day, another crisis. Schleicher has stabbed us in the back, even though I'm pretty sure we were never his friends in the first place. Oh hey, the former dictator Erich Ludendorff has died. Is it bad to hope that his death was painful? No, not in the slightest. And there goes Ireland. Things just aren't looking good for me. Gotta have more crises, please. Kill me. Oh, was that it? That's neat. The Duke of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, the dude that we made the King of England in our last Germany game, he's still here. And I don't think he's a friend of our government. The fact that the Kingdom of Spain is still in this fight is so insulting, as is the fact that the front lines seem to be broken and they only go over there. So I'm gonna have to micro this war. And I really didn't want to have to micro this war. Okay, starting to feel like I can catch my breath again. Von Papen's gone, and Schleicher's gone. Please don't come back again. I will not make the same mistakes I made last time. I will guard my coastline. Oh, thank God, some good news. Cuba wants to join our faction. Absolutely. Let me just pretend that the CSA is not winning. It'll make me feel better. Alright, my government paralysis is at a point where I can try to pursue equal suffrage in Prussia. Hopefully, that works, because I do not want to deal with this anymore. Oh, thank goodness. The national populists have broken apart. Truly, things look to be going a good direction. Alright, time to build 1 million oil refineries because I do not want to have to deal with that. I'm trying to learn my lessons from the last time I played Germany. I don't want to have to suffer the same fate I did. Alright, it is time for electoral reform in Prussia. And cleverly, I saved before this so that I could try the most ridiculous option first. Well, it's not a bad outcome, but let me see if I can get something better. There we go. Much better. Cool. The Dutch have become syndicalist too. Awesome. You love to see it. Yep, and Russia's forming their own faction. The dominoes are falling in a way that's not in my favor. Well, on the bright side, Poland's still loyal to me. Oh, and in this time of escalated conflict, we can arrange a conference with the Commune of France. Sure. Hopefully that'll ease tensions a little bit while I buy time to increase my military a bit more. Oh, and we get an event to intervene in the Netherlands. They're in the Third Internationale, so I'm not just going to try to annex them outright. Let me send in the agents, see if that does anything. Okay, sweet. That's the communists dealt with. Now for the very awkward situation that I have with the Kingdom of Spain. And you know what? Given the fact that they stabbed me at the back the last time I played Germany, they can die. Alright, so we started the Copenhagen Conference to try and keep peace. And the demands are pretty simple. The Internationale stops supporting openly violent groups in Europe, and we restrict our cooperation and trade with the Entente. And you know what? I'm totally fine with throwing the Entente under the bus. Okay, de-escalation. That is good. Alright, and that's Spain cleaned up. Now then, the Dutch East Indies need some help against Insulindia, and I think we should send them some help. And by send them some help, I mean get our allies to help them. Because I don't want to deal with it. The Brunswick front is starting to fall apart. That's great to hear. This could be our chance to finally make things stable again. Okay. This might be our chance to finally end the violence. I'm arresting Stryker and Strasser. Thank God, the national opposition is breaking down, and the civil service rebellion has ended. Right, a few thousand dead people later, we have doubly ensured that Poland is in our sphere. There we go. The Brunswick Committee is closed. Peace in Germany. There will not soon be peace in Germany, though. Our ambassador to Russia has been expelled. Oh, the Americans have had a ceasefire. Cool. And the Pacific states join the Entente. I can only imagine the combined syndicates are going to join the Third Internationale, which is going to... It's going to suck. But that is a later problem. I keep saying that is a later problem. Very soon all those later problems are going to become now problems. Alright, the Insulindian revolt is just about done now. Oh. Maybe we can still be friends? Okay. We're still in the Reichspakt, so we'll take it. Okay. And Dutch East Asia is secure. Oh boy. A war scare. The economic crisis caused by Black Monday and political conflict has left us unprepared for another war. Military reform and industrial expansion should soften the initial blow, but it will happen regardless. Jesus, Japan has steamrolled China. Once again, that is a later problem. Wow, the socialists in Italy are getting beaten back hard. Means one less headache for me to worry about, that's for sure. And the Sindhis won in India. Well, so much for that. Well, looks like the American Civil War is back on. I really hope the Entente wins this one. Okay, I can pass the War Preparedness Act, which will leave us more prepared for the Second Weltkrieg. Did that do anything? Well, it'll probably do something later. Alright. It's 1940. The Weltkrieg's going to start in a few months. And I can only pray that I'm ready for it. Yep. Here comes the war. Okay. Here we go. Sure, Azerbaijan. You are going to be a speed bump, but you could join the Reichspakt. Yep. And the CSA is victorious. Terrifying. I guess all I can do is hope that they don't actually join the Third Internationale. Well, these lines seem to be mostly holding against the, that was Japan, wasn't it? No? Oh, they declared war against the Americans. Fine by me. Yeah, Russia's already starting the meat grinder. 121,000 dead, compared to only 40,000 of all of us. Yep, and there's France. Sure, two Sicilies, join us. Yes, Denmark, you can join me too. Oh. They left the Reichspakt. That was rude. And in come the Entente. That might actually make this way easier. Sure, Entente, we'll try to cooperate. Would be nice if we could just work together. Good. So over time, this lacking preparedness thing goes away, which I can increase by doing focuses. And our lacking preparedness is already pretty small, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. As long as Eastern Europe can hold out against Russia for long enough. Fancy seeing you here, Browder. Can you, come back another time, though? I don't want to have to deal with you. Well, so much for this conference. Whatever, we'll defeat them on our own. Yep, here comes Japan. They are scary. Are they doing that thing where they shuffle around all their soldiers again? Because I'm not going to complain. Oh, sweet. We've we've set up an internationally run Suez Canal zone. Nice. Yes, you may join the Reichspakt. Welcome back, Ottoman Empire. We missed you. We're getting the band back together. Uh-oh. Russia's moving. Russia's moving at quite a cost. Oh, cool. Italy's dead. Once again, I accomplished nothing in that war, so I'm just going to let that play out. As usual, my Air Force is performing admirably. Wow. The Union of Britain really threw a lot into that naval invasion. Shame it didn't get them anywhere, though. Well, goodbye, two Sicilies. They decided to merge with the Italian Federation, which puts them in Austria's sphere instead of mine. Jesus. Russia's lost 3 million people. The Third International's lost 1 million. I've only lost less than 1 million. It's pretty good. The Entente seems to be suffering as well. Aww. The Kaiser is dead. Long live Wilhelm III. There he is. He looks quite happy to be here, though. The Kaiser is not my friend. Well, you're gonna have to suck it up, Kaiser. Oh, thank God, the Kaiser backed down. We are well on the way to parliamentary democracy. I hate having to micro this war, but this is the only way I'm making progress. We've got our first encirclement, and the second. Oh, they encircled me back. You know what, that's fair. Austria. Oh, I love you. Gotta help me out, buddy. I'd really prefer you go and save me from Russia, but really do whatever you want. Oh, they're at war with Serbia. Oh, that's cool. Look at the horde of troops on the move. Oh, Poland, Poland, Poland. Always the problem child of Europe, aren't you? Yep, and Romania's a problem too. Oh, that's not good either. Why must the Balkans always be such a thorn in my side? There we go. Did you get that out of your system, Poland? Russia, you might need to take a quick break, buddy. Oh, and the Polish king has been shot. Well, I mean, everybody hated the guy anyway, so, much skin off my bones. Alright, these lines seem like they're bending in, so let's try another push. Looks like we're finally seeing progress on the French lines. Looks like the Russians are running out of steam. Finally, the Balkans aren't really a threat. Things look good. Paris shall soon fall. Yes! As shocked Parisians looked on, the German army once more paraded through the same path they had during the Weltkrieg, down the Champs-Élysées and towards the Eiffel Tower. We are the best. Just ignore the fact that Russia is very nearly going to kill us. Oh, Canada's navally invaded Mexico, I see. No, Siam. I don't accept conditional surrender. You've screwed me too many times in the past. Oh God, China's almost completely run by Japan now. That's scary. I am amazed that the commune hasn't capitulated yet. They usually fold pretty quickly after Paris is taken, but whatever. You know, it's not like I needed those million men anyway. The Entente's push it now too. Meanwhile, Russia's pretty much done. They've got nothing left. Like, they've lost 5 million men. They're really running out of steam. There we go. I've cut the front in half. That might be an issue. Guess I'm stopping the advance for a bit while I make some more guns. Oh, thought that was France for a second. Got excited. What the heck is this, Austria? What have you done? Why have you done this? Yep, the fight against France is just about over. And Russia's still stabilized. Ooh, look how weak those units are. Ooh, that's gonna be good for me in a second. And the Balkans are staying still. That's fine. Yeah. Russia's lost 6 million men. I don't think there's much left for them to do. These guys look like good people. Sure, welcome to the club. There we go. France is mine. We'll just mop up real quick. Then I'll go free the Netherlands. Alright, you have annoyed me for long enough. There goes the commune already. Now, we can liberate France under a puppet government. Oh cool, we've actually set up a military government here. As opposed to just having the Mr. Generic guy. Sweet. Alright, let's hurt France as much as I possibly can. Does Brittany get its own leaders? No, it's a generic. Let me not give stuff to Spain, actually. I don't trust that they'll be my friends forever. There we go. Okay, that's continental Western Europe dealt with. Let's go help out in the Balkans. And I'm saving Britain for last because I really don't want to have to think about it. There's just no way I'm going to be able to deal with that navy, I don't think. Oh, good. And that reinforced by infantry equipment too. Sweet. All right, I'm ready to intervene in the Balkans. Oh, cool. Romania wasn't even in a faction. Sweet. Yeah, this really wasn't too hard at all. Honestly, Austria, I don't know why you keep having so much trouble with the Balkans, buddy. It seems that our occupation is unpopular, both in France and at home. Well, that's too bad. I'm the one who's winning this war. There we go. That's the Balkans settled. Okay, now for Russia, which they seem like they're already on death's door already, so hopefully this one won't be too... This is what I get for not paying attention to my coastlines. Like, literally, can my allies just be useful for once? Yeah, that's probably not good for Germany, East Asia. They're probably gonna collapse right now. It's time... Excuse me? What? Wow, my allies they've been doing their job. Okay, well, let's march then. Yep, Germany, East Asia's gone. It's fine. Yeah, it's time for the Russian Air Force to have a really bad day. Ooh, yeah, Russia looks super dead right now. Honestly, just go. Aggressive push. It's not like there's much of a Russian army left to stop me. You know, I don't think Russian air superiority is going to last much longer. Welcome back, United Baltic Duchy. It's been a while. Just walk into Moscow. Literally just walk into Moscow. There we go. Oh, do I not get an event for it? That's lame. Ooh, and there goes Russia. And so I'm not sure if you understand, guys, but literally all of this is mine. This is my war. I'm in charge of the Reichspakt. I get to say who takes what. And sure, Austria, you can take Serbia and Greece, that's fine. There we go. After a long and grueling conflict, our armies returned victorious, having forced all of our enemies in Europe to kneel. Just, you know, ignore the fact that the Union of Britain is still alive and kicking. But for now, Heil derem Siegerkranz. No idea if I pronounced that correctly, but I'm excited. Post-war content is now unlocked. Alright, I'll send you guys to go deal with Japan. Wow, are you all that's left of the Kuomintang? Honestly, I might just let them kill China and then kill several million birds with one stone. Because then I can take China as well as Japan. Alright, now let's go finish dealing with the Union of Britain. Ooh, Italy is doing work for me. Sweet. Alright, time to restore the world order. Restore the monarchy in Norway. Welcome back, King Haakon. Please don't lose yourself to socialists or nationalists again, please. Restore the Hohenzollern monarchy in Poland. Huh. That's not the Polish king. Okay, well, whatever. Restore the Tsar of Bulgaria, and we shall partition Russia, I think. And now I pray the game doesn't crash while it tries to load all of these states. Come on, game, don't crash. I know you can do it. There we go. There we go. Russia as it should be. Oh, and Belarus wants to be independent and no longer a puppet state, huh? Sure, I'm in a good mood. That's not good. Oh cool, Zentrum's changed to the Christian People's Party, and it's gone from a Catholic party to a general Christian party. It's pretty neat. You're still gonna lose this election though. Sweet, we have a new constitution. The Wilhelmine Constitution. And the end result has surprised even radical social democrats in the left wing of the SPD. We got basically everything we wanted. It's awesome. Germany has finally entered the ranks of modern civilized states. Look at those bonuses! And it looks like that's the end of China. And now I can invade without any fear of consequences. You know, except for the consequences of having to invade China. It's not that bad. Surely. Uh-oh. The Union of Socialist American States has declared war on Canada. I mean, honestly, I'm not going to complain. They're kind of my rivals, so... Go nuts, America. Oh, I'm at war with India, too. Because they joined the Third Internationale. That's fun. I like hearing things like that. That's not right. I guess I'm loading an earlier save. Thankfully, I didn't get too far. Yeah, the event must be bugged and gives Alexander II to Germany instead of Poland. That's not fun. All right, well, military government it is. All right, now that we're back in the past and we can rectify our mistakes, I can prevent that naval invasion from getting out of hand. And I can still wait for Japan to kill China. Fun. Oop, and there goes China again. Okay, so we're basically where we were before. Yeah, let's try that again, shall we? This time with the correct Kaiser on the throne. Sorry, Dutch East Indies. I'll come save you one day. Yep, and there goes Canada. These guys suck, but as long as I'm not at war with them, I really don't care. Have fun, Browder. Sweet, the Italians have taken Ireland. The Baratia commune counts as a major. I wish for the sweet release of death. Oh, thank God I got a beachhead. All right, it is time to push. That's a lot of dead planes. There we go. For the first time since 1216, London has fallen to a foreign invader. This is the beginning of the end. God, I can only hope so. There we go. Okay, the Union of Britain is gone, and now I have to kill the Baratia commune. This will not be fun. Oh, thank God, the Union of Britain's gone. And a little bluebird told me that America's planning to attack Cuba, which means... I'm gonna have to shift gears again. The British Isles are mine, and I shall divide the island. An isle once whole, shattered forever. Perfect. Yep, that's their war on Cuba. Okay, how am I gonna do this? They could have peace with the Internationale. Honestly, yeah, that's fine. There we go. India, fine. Have fun. I don't care. Oh, but that means that Mexico gets to survive, which means I don't have an easy way to fight the United States. All right, Dutch government in exile. Congratulations, you're back. Well, we made peace and you still stole our stuff. Fine, whatever. Just take it. I don't care anymore. Alright, let's see if opening this front in Southeast Asia is going to be any less painful. Now, let's try to get some good news for once. And after so long, so much suffering, we have a new election, and the SPD shall continue to rule. I can't believe that fighting through Southeast Asia was the easier of the two options. Okay, look at that. German East Asia is back on the map. Alright, the gates to China are open. You know what? I don't care. Take it, Bharat. I don't need it. Slogging through China is the kind of thing I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Oh, that's right. I have a secret tool that I can use. That I can't use because I don't have any strategic bombers. Whoops. Okay. It's time to accelerate the end of this war. So let's see, there are 4.6 million casualties right now. They're at 5 million casualties now. I killed 500,000 people with that. Perfect. Now march! That be the great naval invasion I've been waiting for? Oh, they're just invading China again. Okay, well, never mind. I'm so excited too. Oh, China's gone. That makes all of this so much easier. Well, goodbye, Browder. Now we've got Evans Carlson. Man, don't you know that smoking kills? Christ, this has taken so long. We're at 1947. Honestly, if Japan conditionally surrenders here, I might just take it. Ooh, that's quite the encirclement. Okay. Siberia is once again mine. And I think I'm managing to naval bomb my way to naval supremacy. Just barely. So hopefully, I can finally put an end to this. Alright, it's time for a little bit of a warm-up, I think. Feels so good every single time. Alright, naval invasion's off, let's go. We've made our landing. It's time to march! Wow, there's barely even an army here. I guess Japan just had nothing left. Oh, it's over. Oh, thank God it's over. Alright, we are done, but boy howdy these borders look ugly. Un momento. Alright, Japan. It is only because I'm a monarchy that I'm cool with you guys still being a monarchy. Just letting you know that. Right, we're restoring the League of 8 provinces to have full control of China. That's a bit scary. What on earth do either of these words mean? Sure, Chakrabonse. Why not? Oh, he's half Ukrainian. That's cool. Ah, and I can reinstate the Legation Council. Everything is back as it should be. Brought back the Hawaiian monarchy too, why not? And there we have it. After so long. From the stupid card game to the Second Weltkrieg to the horrific trounce around China to the complete destruction of Japan with nuclear weapons. I think it's safe to say we have once again reclaimed our place in the sun. I know we didn't get to kill America, but to be honest, I don't want to do it. So yeah, that was a really, really fun game. I really, really like this new Germany focus tree. I'm not a huge fan of the TNO-esque mini games, but it's forgivable. Yeah, that was fun. There's also a bit sucky that there's still some bugs like that Polish king thing, but this literally just came out, not long ago, so I'll forgive it. I'll wait for the hot fix, It's no big deal. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, hit the sub button. It really does help me out a lot, and I will see you next time. They never got Ethiopia.